This is the Pony Show, where we break down the latest episode of the previous that just released this last weekend. This week was Appaloosa's Most Wanted, a tale of Apple Bloom and friends and all their CMCs getting into stupid shenanigans. This week, I am Mummified Thunderbirds, joined by
Commander Sparkle,
Medi Bobo,
and Smooth Sailing.
I like to think that was a bad way of prefacing that. It was like, oh, this week I am Mummified Thunderbirds, as if next week I'm going to be St. George III.
I just thought that entire intro felt awkward, to be quite honest.
I mean, it's
You
just
started with
mummified.
This Pony Show, not That Pony Show, which is the official name for it.
Welcome to That Pony Show, an episode where we talk about... Nah, fuck it.
Just my luck, I'm stuck
Aww.
on this episode.
Just my luck. Anyway, so let's talk about this week's episode. Did anybody notice that one guy, that one pony walking around with that green poncho and that hat?
You mean... Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know.
There was one at the very beginning, before the intro credits, where, like, there's a pony... Well, there and a couple of other spots, there was a pony with, like, a green poncho. And I want to say that that's a reference to something. But it's not quite like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I kind of saw what the pony you were talking about. I have no idea if it would be a reference to anything though, so I have no idea.
I mean, he kind of looks like a shaven, cleaned up Eastwood.
I don't know. It was weird.
Like, he might be like an early Eastwood, like, back in the day.
Maybe.
Clean-shaven Eastwood.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood.
Speaking of clean shaven, though, there's a lot of facial hair in this episode.
Hell yes, there was. Fuck yeah, it's always great to see facial hair on ponies.
Not always great, but
I mean, there's a few rare, yeah.
it was definitely interesting.
So yeah, we got Appaloosa rodeo in this one, where they're doing rodeo-like things that actually have nothing to do with actual rodeos, other than barrel racing and rodeo clowns.
That I love that you're like our rodeo specialist.
Well, I've been to a rodeo. Have you?
Yeah, and I've been to
rodeo?
3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I haven't been to any. I live in Montana.
And I wouldn't be caught dead in one.
Why?
Because that's not my thing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like just something you were like, ugh, rodeos, ugh.
It's like a sports ball game. I just wouldn't enjoy it.
Okay, I got you now. All right, I'm with you. I don't know if I'm like seriously nitpicking or not, but there was like a hot dog sandwich shop thing at the very beginning, and I was like, that's not a thing. That they eat hot dogs.
Yeah. Hot dog. Yes, they have eaten hot dogs before.
They have?
Yeah, Rainbow Dash mentioned something about eating hot dogs forever ago.
And they've eaten hamburgers.
Yeah.
Hey, burgers.
Oh yeah,
Twilight
the
has
hamburgers.
bloodlust. Friggin' blood on her face, even.
Dude, bloodlust, that gives her like a
Disgusting.
plus 5% to all attacks.
Get out.
Anyway, I thought it was weird that, like, Apple Bloom made that... Or no, Scootaloo said, wouldn't it be sweet to have a barrel right here? And I'm like, but ponies already have a barrel.
To those of you who get it, yay. To those of you who don't, that's a part of their body. There's a part of the pony body that is called the barrel.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining that, Smooth, because I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Oh, well, yeah, the barrel's like...
Also,
the chest.
Sheriff Silverstar's cutie mark just fucking... It rotates like crazy.
So?
It's weird. It doesn't even look like a cutie mark.
It's not.
Maybe it's really like an hourglass sort of thing that, like, at certain points of the day, one particular slightly longer star is pointing to the hour.
That'd be
That'd be
interesting.
confusing as all fuck. But yeah, Sheriff Silverstar in this one. Fuck yeah! See,
Well, we are in Appaloosa.
Well, it's the fact that it's like, oh, they could have just had like an Appaloosa one and not included the sheriff for some other weird point. For this plot, yeah, it would be weird, but, you know, it's the fact that they have Sheriff Silverstar, and I'm like, yeah! A cosplay I have! This is fun!
Proud of you.
And then I'm just...
And
Nobody cared at BabsCon. Nobody was like, oh, hey, you're Sheriff Silverstar. And I'm like, yeah.
No,
That never
you
happened.
just look like a fucking idiot. your gender... You're Rule 63 Applejack, actually. Mummified because Southern.
Because Southern.
But as mentioning that we're back in Appaloosa, don't forget about the other familiar face we see today.
Brayburn!
Brayburn!
The
You mean
gayest...
incompetent Burn?
Yeah, he was actually. I was a little bit upset.
Man, he was pretty bad this episode.
See? I called it.
Wait, where's my sister and her friends? Well, you see about that.
Oh yeah.
But he did take proper precautions, though. I mean,
It would have been funny. It would have been a really dark joke, but it would have been really funny if he had 2 broken hooves after that scene. Like later, they just showed him, or his wound had gotten worse, like he had like a double cast.
Oh, no. That would have been bad.
I would have laughed.
It would have been hilarious if it was just like, well, you see, Applejack, and then immediately smash cut to him in the sheriff's office next
Though
to
his
Applejack.
wound does shift arms after that scene.
Does it?
Yeah. In the opening, like, within the first 3 to 4 minutes,
Left?
it's on his,
Left?
left, and then, later on when they're talking to Sheriff Silverstar, it is on his right.
What?
He's actually just faking.
Well, that would line up
This
a
was
little bit,
one.
actually.
This is one entire big plot by him. He's not actually incompetent. He's just brilliant.
Yeah, he's weaseling his way out. Like a pony would.
No, he knew that Troublehoof... By the way, we haven't mentioned Troublehoof yet.
Well, yeah. Troublehoof is a thing.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Moving on.
Now moving on to a
Okay, Troublehoof. I really liked him, actually, I don't like his design, because, I mean, he's a horse.
He was a
freaking
horse, and I
gigantic.
loved
He was
his
bigger than
design.
Celestia.
He was because he's a horse. Celestia's a pony, he's a horse.
Okay.
Was he supposed to be?
I think so.
They were small horses. He was a big horse. I like that horse. He was very
Pretty
cool.
sure he was a pony. Or at least if he wasn't a pony, it wasn't specifically said that he wasn't a pony.
There is no confirmation whether he is...
You can extrapolate it, obviously, but...
Yeah, there's no confirmation that he isn't a pony, because he has a cutie mark and the whatnot. But he looks like a horse.
I believe that. He is a horse. I would say he's a horse.
And he was adorable when he was younger.
Oh my god, he was so cute.
He also didn't really look much pony when he was younger either.
Yeah, he looked older than what he should have been, technically, for that age. But yeah.
Also, why are there buffalo or bison at the rodeo?
Yeah, there
I
shouldn't
was thinking
have
that same
been...
thing.
No, they shouldn't have been there in the flashback, is the thing.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't even have been
Because they
in
were still-
Appaloosa.
They were still at odds and ends with each other. They hated each other still.
No. Appaloosa wasn't even should have been there in the flashback.
Why?
Appaloosa's only been there for a year.
Had the entire town only been there for a year?
Yes. Brayburn says, imagine that, something we've been able to accomplish in just under a year. Appaloosa is only
Are you
a
sure
year
he's
to 2
referring-
years.
Are you sure he's referring to Appaloosa, not the fucking
orchard?
trees?
I think... No, of course he does. He has to be referring to the whole town.
Why?
Because trees don't grow that fast.
Mummified.
That the fucking...
That's my out. I'm just like,
Your
Trees
out
are
is something that defies logic.
Yep, breaks the thing. So we're moving on to the next point. So, but no, it really shouldn't have been there.
No, maybe...
We don't remember 100% of the facts, but we do know that that situation was incredibly wrong. The point in which it was wrong doesn't necessarily matter. It's just the fact that those more well-knowledge and those that remember better would be able to understand, and more research could be done in figuring out that what exactly is wrong there. Something is wrong there.
Yeah.
Either that, or Klutzy Hooves just grows up really fucking fast. He's like Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh god.
He has giganticism.
Oh my god.
He is
He is
Clifford
The
Big Red
Andre
Dog.
the Giant.
He's fucking Andre the Giant.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He only
Next
has a
season.
few years left to live.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he's so fucking depressed.
Next season, he comes back. He's like the size of the mountain Canterlot is on. Or I guess the Canterlot Hill.
There's like an earthquake in Ponyville, and he's just walking.
It was just
Jeff
Turns
Goldblum
into
pop-
Bon Bon and becomes My Big Pony.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum just stares at a cup as ripples appear.
guys. How did we not see this coming? It was referenced forever ago.
Oh my god. Hasbro, you bitch!
By the way,
Has-
that commercial was so stupid.
I loved it.
Of course you
Brilliant.
fucking loved it, loser.
Also, can I? Oh wait, how far have we moved on?
I don't fucking
We're kind of all
know.
over the place.
Whatever,
but
just-
whatever.
Say
Okay,
whatever.
specifically, when the hay bales fell on those ponies, they were not safe. Those killed them. Hay is really heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Braybird got
They are
fucked during
horses,
that part.
though. Yeah,
Brayburn,
that was
Brayburn
funny.
at least should have died.
Yeah.
Hay is not a easy thing. Also, if you look into the crowd when they're all judging, shit, what's his name?
Troublehoof.
Troublehoof. You can see Gyra.
You can?
Yeah.
I will find it and I'll put it in this shot right now.
White hat, next to a pony with a big black top hat.
Racist.
It is very much Gyra.
Nice. By the way, was that the puppet pony dude that looks like Snips? Or is this somebody new?
Yeah, it looked a lot like that person, pony, whatever, but whatever, design.
And I will admit, the rodeo clown show actually reminded me of a rodeo clown show.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
I loved it when the sheriff came out of the sheriff's office. What do you call that again? Like the building that like a sheriff and a deputy work in.
The sheriff's office.
Yeah, I was like,
Isn't
is
there
there
like
another
an
word?
I swear
I
there
don't
was.
think so.
The
I'm gonna go
jail?
watch
Maybe,
Andy.
but
I'm gonna go watch Andy Griffith again.
The
Anyway,
jail?
but he comes out of that and he's like, all right, this is a meeting, not a mob scene. And two ponies are there with like pitchforks and torches, and they're just like, ah, shit.
Damn it. And then later...
Freaking- And by the way, that one just threw that fire.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
Also,
in
the
a
sheriff's
Um,
department.
and then later just picks up the fire and pitchfork out of nowhere.
Yeah, because like once they saw that it was Troublehoof later on, they're just like, "Oh yeah, time to fucking like destroy shit."
Don't worry, guys, we got this.
Finally, we
Yeah.
can riot again.
Also, one of the deputies kind of looked like a pony version of Booker DeWitt from BioShock.
Alright, I bet he was more interesting.
Probably. Also, is it just me, or was Sweetie Belle really not that coordinated this episode?
Are you kidding me? This is the best she's ever been with magic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
She-
Magic she was good, but like it seemed like every time she was just falling on her face. Apple
No,
Bloom
I'm
and
pretty
Scootaloo
sure that's
get
how
out the
she,
window.
Like, actually is. I
Like
mean,
Apple Bloom
in
is yeah.
Sisterhood
Go
of
ahead.
Social, she's pretty uncoordinated altogether.
Well, yeah. So is this like a character trait that we're going with now? That she's just really clumsy?
Not
Possibly.
not really clumsy, but a
It
little
may have
bit.
just been a joke because they weren't having very many visual jokes or actual jokes in that scene at all. They had to have something. And that's what the visual jokes are for.
Or just to break it up, because if you sit there and watch three ponies just get out of a window and then go walking, it's kind of boring. Or three ponies just jumping over a fence and going over, it's kind of boring. So maybe they kept adding in Sweetie Belle in the back just to make it
And
visually
she
appealing.
seems like the least physically fit to be able to actually get over things easily, so they just used her as the one that would fail the most.
Can I
Why?
say
Because
that-
she's a unicorn?
No, because
Yeah.
that's how she's like been demonstrated to behave.
Ugh.
I'd like to mention how consistent the crowd maintained itself, and I really enjoyed that because there's multiple scenes where I can, since locating Gyra, I can now pinpoint like where some ponies would be, and when I'm looking at the crowds, it's not just like a copy repeat in most areas. They're actually like specific people in specific seats.
Nice.
It's nice.
Also, horse noises. There was a horse noise right before Brayburn came running into the barn.
Eh.
It was like, I don't know why, but that struck me as really weird. But
We've gone
Perfectly
too
fine.
hoarse.
we've got to.
We've reached the point
Never
of no.
go full horse.
Well, yeah, I mean,
never go
we
full
literally
horse.
had a horse in here this episode. We've gone full horse, guys.
Supposedly.
Figuratively.
Metaphorically.
Bison.
Simile.
Buffalo.
Sheriff Silverstar talks about how in that card game he's like, "Fish my wish," and I'm like, in what game do you win with a pair of two? With a pair of 2 and 4, like that's just automatic win. Up two pairs, I win.
Maybe
How many
everyone else had
cards
a
did
shit
he
hand.
have?
Yeah.
4,
5.
I only saw 4.
5-ish? He had 4 because he had 2 hearts, 2 diamonds,
It could be
2
could
clubs,
have
and 2
been like
spades, or 4 and 4.
Well, it could have been something different altogether, like a whole different card game, because have you ever heard anyone say "fish my wish" ever?
I know, which is weird.
It seems like too much of a niche thing, and not something that, oh man, it's southern. No, that wouldn't make any sense at all. I'd say it's a thing made specifically for their universe, and it's a part of a specific game that we don't have.
Somebody out there somewhere is now making some version of that game.
If you can freaking understand it from those 2 things, sure.
Well, you see how many cards on the table actually represents this and this, so they can probably play like this.
Good luck.
Yeah, right. And then the sheriff is really quick to go from like hesitant, whatever, to like, yep, all right, that's it. All right, let's go get this guy. It's like, wait. Kidnapping is not Clutzy Hooves' thing. He's just like trashing and bashing things.
But
He's
an
like,
element of
He's the sheriff, though. He freaking instantly, when a reliable source and freaking pretty much the victim here, or the only victim you can really talk to in this instance, is like, and what if it is? You don't have a choice anymore.
especially when it's an element of harmony, even though that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. No one's above the law.
I feel like the Apple family would actually care. Even though no one else cares about the rest of them, I feel like the Apple family would at least care about Applejack.
Hopefully.
And then I really felt like this guy was, or this horse, I guess, was just like the pony version of Eeyore. He was just like, oh, don't bother, just my luck. Oh. I'm like, God, I love you. You are so great.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's a representation of someone who is the defeatist.
Yeah. Until they become like an alpha and just like, fuck yeah. Let's do this.
Not an alpha. He didn't really become an alpha. He just kind of
No, I'm just saying.
accepted
people-
that he'll never be as good as he wanted to be, but he can still be a part of the thing he wanted to be.
Yeah, and be incredibly good at it.
And I don't know how cutie marks work anymore.
Yeah. There was great slapstick during this part as well, which really was great to lend to the final scene where he is running around as a circus clown. Because it's like the entire time in his like little trailer thing. Yeah. He was just like doing the typical slapstick thing. It's like, oh, he smacked his head, he bumped into this, oh, now he's all tied up. Wacky schmackety doo.
Yeah, why
And
the
it's
hell would he
like-
have all that stuff? That's asking for it.
And then a banana, and then 3 bowling balls. It's just like, well, guess
I mean,
my
look,
luck.
that's
Motherfucker,
so-
you bought that shit?
Well, I mean, like, guys, it's just his luck. I mean, like, he bought this stuff because he's like, I like bananas. I mean,
So
like,
he threw the banana peel on the floor.
yeah, I mean,
He's a victim of his own circumstances.
yes, that's
Yourself.
kind of the point. He isolated
It's the
himself because he's a victim.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes, this is kind of the point of his entire character.
Which is
Freaking
great. I love it.
stupid.
I love it. Also, Sweetie Belle gets better at magic. That was
Yeah.
super fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, all she did was basic telekinesis.
And as I
Well,
said,
just basic telekinesis. It's not that hard. Just that's all it is.
Basic telekinesis.
as because I remember you and I sort of mentioned this earlier. My point is, you did bring up that she did do a bit of magic before in Twilight Time. However,
Where she made a plant grow.
However, we've never seen Sweetie Belle just use magic in a just general situation before.
I think we have.
I doubt it, but you and I can...
that I feel I'm not. I doubt it too. If you find an example, I will retract this.
I think in For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils, she used magic at some point casually. I feel like that was a thing.
I
but
can't
I have
remember
absolutely no
for
proof.
certain. But, like, for instance, when they had to get the keys, and Sweetie Belle's, like trying, like, really hard, you can tell, and when she actually gets it, like, she, like, Scootaloo just starts, like, shaking her, like, yeah! And Sweetie Belle gets this, like, little, like, smile with her tongue sticking out. It's really cute.
Super cute. And this was the part in the second viewing where I fell asleep, so my notes are over.
Well, I mean, not much else happened after this. I mean,
Not that I fell asleep during the actual watching of the show, but on my review lap. I was like, alright, I finished it. Go back, review.
man, it's almost like you should do notes the first time around.
I would have. Oh yeah, and it was weird. I like fell asleep, and then I woke up about them worrying about their cutie marks and Babs, and I was like, wait, what? This wasn't in the episode? Oh, right. Next episode.
Previous episode.
Previous episode?
Well, it was the next episode
no,
after I
the
got done
episode
watching the
even
one episode.
But
it was the previous
fourth,
episode that played
this
after
is
it.
the sixth, so that was actually the episode before the episode before.
Fuck you, YouTube. You're getting your shit all fucked up.
You're not downloading the episodes.
I just watch it.
Downloading the episodes?
But that's illegal.
No, it's just ew.
Anyway, so...
Trouble Hooves became a rodeo clown.
Yes, that is the thing that happened.
And people,
I like that a lot.
people were all like, yeah! And, it was really weird, though, because everyone's like, oh yeah, this is awesome, and then they see who it is, immediately turn on him.
Which is such a
Absolutely.
cliche. Such a cliche.
I understand exactly why that happened, because most likely case that would happen.
Yeah, I understand why
I
that
understand
happened,
why
but it's
I would,
such...
but
Well, I mean, if you saw a great artist perform, like, just this amazing painting, and he takes his
You're
bow, and then
Hitler.
his hat falls off, and it
Hitler.
reveals to be Hitler.
Hitler. Knew it. I knew it was
The
fucking
instant
happening. I
you
was
said
like, the
artist,
minute
I was like, it's gonna be
I
Hitler.
knew
It's
it.
gonna be
It's
Hitler.
like, oh, okay, great, it's Hitler. And by the way, his paintings aren't that great. They're mildly decent.
Hey, they're okay, man.
They're okay. at
See,
best.
this is the reason why he
pretty
killed
good,
so many
actually.
people.
I
Anyway.
actually liked them.
Anywho, I love the part where after they like get him out there and he starts doing his thing, that where Applejack just comes up and she's like, "Hey, yo, what up? Guess what? See all this metal? Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing. It's just my giant trophy I just won, right, girls? Yeah, sure, whatever."
Yeah, Applejack seeks acceptance.
She's just like, "God damn it, sister."
recognize me.
Well, I mean,
Notice me, senpai.
since we don't give it to her because all around best background pony.
Best.
And, like, she had an entire episode where if she didn't come in first place, she didn't want to go home.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh god.
Applejack seeks acceptance.
No,
Moving
it
on.
wasn't first place. It was the fact that she didn't get the money.
At all.
It wasn't about winning. It was about the money to help out the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't win. So ashamed. She's got hurt feelings. But yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, this episode was interesting. I mean, it wasn't really all that deep.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you could probably dig deep.
You probably could find some symbolism for something in modern day stuff, but
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like Trouble Hooves is just a representation of a defeatist personality type.
Trouble Hooves is representation of the U.S. economy and how in the modern US market it happens to. No, it doesn't work like that.
It's
Go home,
like a
kids.
kinda good out of 10.
Yeah, I like this episode. I was happy about the premise of this episode once it started getting into it.
I was really against this episode at first. I was like, oh, this is kind of boring. I don't really care about this all that much. And then it started going, and then Clutter Hooves showed up, and I'm like, oh, he's cool.
Trouble Hooves.
Oh, it
Am I
was-
the only person here who can remember his name?
I can
I'm
remember
having
his name.
difficulties. I just watched this episode probably 20 minutes ago.
It was also great because when they were walking through and then they finally find his trailer or whatever, I was like, oh, that's gotta be his trailer. And then he comes walking through the door. I was like, is this fucking Boo Radley? This is fucking Boo Radley. We're doing this, aren't we? We are doing it. Okay, let's do this.
There's your social context.
It's fucking Boo Radley.
Yeah.
I can kind of see that.
Oh, and Applejack's Atticus. This is fucking To Kill a Mockingbird. Except Boo Radley, you only see at the very end. So
wait,
Yeah,
who is
and that he's
Applejack
not-
defending
and,
in?
Brayburn. He's got the bad arm.
Stop.
Okay.
And let's
There are a lot of
see,
parallels
who
that
is
are going
the-
to be
who is-
drawn from this, and I feel like we're going to lose somehow.
Who's the woman that Brayburn sexually assaulted? Then.
remember the green one with the pink hat?
All right,
You
moving
see,
on.
this is why I wanted us to stop.
Which we all know doesn't work because Brayburn isn't that way. He's very light-footed and very weak in the knees, if you don't mind.
I mean, gay? Yeah, probably.
I mean, did you see that scene where he was asleep? I mean,
Yeah, he fell.
And it was
with
actually
his
the sheriff that did it,
face down.
head down, ass up.
Face down.
because
plot.
he's
the way-
left hoofed.
Oh my goodness.
Also, Brayburn fucking died this episode.
Oh my god, he
He
got
died.
fucking
He's dead.
brutalized.
He tried climbing those stadium seats, and then he was just taken down right when he got to the top. Anyway, I'm gonna go down to the lake and swim with whatever the fuck that one kid's name was that came by during the summer. But yeah, it was a good episode. I really liked it. I was happy to be a part of this, or watch this episode instead of last week's episode.
If you still think that this this is not a bad episode by any means, but I would say that last week's episode was better.
I would say this week's episode.
I would say that you're
and
just
most of season
you're just
4
unable
is
to accept
better
the fact
than-
that you were fucking wrong on the last one.
Ew!
What? My opinion
Yeah.
was wrong?
Yeah.
My
Yes.
opinion was wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
All right.
totally misunderstood like everything.
No.
We
Hashtag
showed
No,
you.
Rejection.
I understand my feelings very well. And this episode was great. I loved
Hashtag
this
ignoring
episode.
facts.
Yeah. Hashtag ignoring evidence, mofied.
Yes, thank you. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for this week's episode, unless anybody else has anything to talk about.
Nah.
Not really.
All right. Well, then, this has been That Pony Show. My name is Mummified Thunderbirds. I've been joined this week by...
Commander Sparkle.
Medi Bobo.
And smooth sailing.
And we'll see you next week.